kid-friendly dessert. We're going to call it a dessert. Starting with Jell-O, and this is the sugar-free lemon Jell-O. I have one package. One cup of hot water. French cut string beans, but you want to rinse them first. Okay, I'm going to refrigerate this for about 2 hours. Garnish this with just a little of the crystallized ginger slices. Just a few. I'm going to chop them really small, put them on top, and you're going to put about a half a teaspoon of cheese on each serving. Okay, let's see what this looks like. See how that holds together? See how beautiful that is? Let's taste it. This is a very exotic flavor. It's delicious. Really good. I'm going to share with you my holiday cookie. I start with 1/4 pound of butter, 3 ounces of cheese. This is an alternative to cream cheese. This is the type of cheese that I use. 3 ounces. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Light corn syrup with vanilla. This whole cup here. 1/2 cup granulated sugar. I'm going to cream this together and then add 1 large brown. Because of the type of bowl that I'm using, I'm able to put this on the heat a little bit, put it on the fire, get it to this consistency. Next goes in my egg, but I don't want this to be too hot so that it cooks my egg. My egg has been whipped in. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Have it at this consistency, I will now add another 1/2 cup of flour. Makes a total of 2 cups. And another 1/2 cup of sugar. And fold this in. We're going to cook these in my GE microwave for about 1.5 minutes. Taking a fork and put the fork in water. I'm just going to make this little design out of every cookie. And this was something that my grandmother always did when she baked cookies. So it's become a tradition. While your cookie is still hot, I bake these in the regular GE toaster oven, but while your cookie is hot, you can shape it. And then I serve the cookie, 2 cookies, with the green bean dessert. And the lemon flavor of the green bean dessert complements the butter vanilla cookie. I put them on 3 minutes, and that just about does it. Out of the oven, microwave oven that is, and we'll bottom of the pan with my cupcakes, and all I do is just remove the wrapper. And on to the next step. I just picked these gorgeous lemons, and I'm going to juice them for our stovetop pudding that we're going to make to put on those lovely little cupcakes that we microwave. And this is a very quick process for a nice little evening dessert for the family. The amount of lemons that you have for your pudding depends on where you live and the size of your lemons. And these lemons are very large. So let's generalize it and say a half cup of lemon juice. I'm using 8 ounces of Lipton tea, and I'm going to let this steep for a while and get that nice rich color to it, and we're going to enjoy all those really great antioxidants in this dessert. Oh, that looks pretty good now. We'll add that to our pot. A total of 3 cups of green tea in my pudding. I'm going to take 1 cup of green tea, and I'm going to dissolve my flour and sugar. This is a half cup of flour and a half cup of sugar, and I dissolve it before putting it into the pot. Make sure I get out all the lumps before putting it in there. And add a teaspoon of vanilla as well. Excuse me, a tablespoon of vanilla as well. There's my fresh egg. It's raining outside and it is just beautiful. Today's the first day of spring. Okay, let's beat the egg into the water. Really good. Now this will go on a low heat. While this is cooking, I'm going to stir in a package of Justin's Classic Almond Butter. If you find a little piece like this while you're stirring your liquid, just remove it. It means you didn't stir your eggs well enough. Add 1/8 of a cup of French vanilla non-dairy creamer. This is the consistency that I want. It will thicken when cooled. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of Shasta Tiki Punch. Now it's time to pour this over our lemon cake. Look at the color. To pop this into the refrigerator for a few hours. Give it an extra little dash of color on top. A few of my baking bits. And this is really pretty for Easter. There is our slice of delicious dessert, and you will really enjoy it.
If you enjoy water, whether swimming in a pool, dipping into the ocean, or just enjoying the breathtaking scenery, Nelson Spring Beach Resort will fulfill your desire. Nelson Spring Beach Resort is located on 3.5 acres of glorious coconut palm-lined beachfront property on the leeward side of Nevis. Nelson Spring features 24 luxurious 2, 3, and 4-bedroom condos arranged in a U configuration, where each condo has expansive views of the lagoon, infinity pool, Golden Sand Beach, the Caribbean Sea, and the neighboring island, St. Kitts. The luxurious beachfront condos are fully furnished and appeal to couples, families, and independent travelers. The resort is located at Nelson Spring, named after British Admiral Lord Horatio Nelson, who watered his ships from the Nevis Spring during the 1700s. This unspoiled freshwater spring is active today, and an initial supply of bottled Nelson Spring water is available upon arrival. We are conveniently located between Charlestown, Nevis's capital, and Nevis's Vance Armory Airport, just north of the Four Seasons Resort with its world-famous Robert Trent Golf Course. Nelson Spring Beach Resort condos are arranged to offer dramatic views of the Caribbean Sea and the neighboring island, St. Kitts, with their wall-to-wall sliding glass doors and spacious verandas. The condos are luxuriously furnished with Egyptian marble floors throughout the living room space. The spacious front porch affords guests stunning views of the dormant volcano, Mount Nevis, located 3,232 feet above sea level. For more information, visit NelsonSpringBeachResort.com or contact us at 869-469-7775.
So I close my eyes, shut out the light, so I don't think about you now. Now we ain't speaking, I'll watch you leaving. Sometimes it still hurts like hell. So I close my eyes, shut out the light, so I don't think about you now. Now we ain't speaking, I'll watch you leaving. Sometimes it still hurts like hell. So I close my eyes, shut out the light, about you now. Now we ain't speaking, I'll watch you leaving. Sometimes it still hurts like hell.
why? Oatmeal is good for you, and so is cinnamon. So eat without the guilt, and it's light on gluten. This is a very simple recipe, and this is my version of a Rice Krispie treat. It's 2 tablespoons of butter and a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla and 1 tablespoon of water. But I'm going to add the vanilla after I take the mixture off of the stove. Well, this is what it looks like, and then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of vanilla. And this is the easy part. I'm just mixing it in. I work very fast with this mixture. This becomes like my movie night popcorn. Because it's so hot, let me show you. It's like a candy, so it sets very fast. So here we go. I'll show you what it looks like. And there is my, everything is coated, and that still has that crunch, and that's my lightly coated Rice Krispie treat, but it's not in squares. That's it. A lot of nighttime movie fun with Rice Krispie treats, and it's great for the holidays. Just close it up and it keeps for a very long time.
Itself at once, selecting reference points to track and triangulate its position so it knows where it is, where it's been, and where it is yet to clean. Systematically cleaning your home in 3-meter grids. Patented radial root cyclone technology generates powerful centrifugal forces to fling dust out of the air and into the bin. The robot's cleaner head spans the full width of the machine. Carbon fiber filaments remove fine dust from hard floors, and stiff nylon bristles remove ground-in dirt from carpets. Continuous tank tracks climb over obstacles and maintain speed and direction, ensuring it stays on course. And the Dyson Link app allows you to start, pause, and schedule your cleans, as well as monitor and update the Dyson 360i robot vacuum. The Dyson 360i robot, the most powerful suction of any robot vacuum.
Tell a woman or a young woman trying to come into a STEM career.
Hi guys! Oh, how cute! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I'm in doggy heaven.
Then you ought to come live with me then, because there's still more at home.
Oh, hi guys! Oh my goodness! Hello there!
We got a toy poodle that's coming in here in an hour or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, hi guys! Oh, they're just adorable. Oh my. And they have their shots and everything.
That's what you're paying for. They're all spayed, neutered, and they have their rabies. They've got 4 parvos, 2 bordetellus. They have no fleas, and they have no worms. So that's your $150. The only ones that cost more is the pug, and I got $200 in him.
Oh, wee!
You see that spotted one there?
Yes.
That's American Bulldog.
Is he?
Yeah, see, people think that it's a pit bull,
It's
but
not
see,
a pit
pug.
bull. Oh.
Well, see, it's got a pug face to
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
your bulldogs all have short pug faces. Where your pets, they just got the big old catfish head.
What about this one right here?
This here is Yorkie and Chihuahua mix. She doesn't even weigh 3 pounds.
About how old is she?
She's only about, I think, 2 or 3.
Oh, she's so cute.
And see, and the littler the dog, the less they like to be touched because they break so easy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and her bones is smaller than a toothpick. And if
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. And if you've got babies 5 years and younger, you don't want to get no Chihuahuas anyway, because they break too easy. Even this one right here is let me find the Chihuahua here. Oh, well, that's my Mexican hairless. These are Chihuahua.
Oh my goodness, it's a hairless. Oh.
Yeah. Did you ever feel one? No. Here, he won't bite you. I wouldn't tell you to put your hands in. Pet him. Run your hand down his back. He thinks everybody that comes in here is gonna love you.
Sweetie. Hi. Oh my goodness.
Have you heard of the chupacabra? in
Yeah, of
Mexico?
course. Yeah.
That's what they are.
They're just a hairless chihuahua.
Yeah. See, they can't tear meat up like a chihuahua can because they don't have the teeth. So they're blood suckers. You know, they lick the blood and stuff. He's just 2 years old. And he thinks
no hair at all.
and he thinks his pug's his daddy. And he's as old as the pug.
So about how old is this one?
Walked up.
The little hairless.
He's just 2. See, he was born at my house.
Okay.
And you can't even bring him over now from Mexico anymore.
So it's a rare dog.
Oh, yeah.
And 2 years old. You can't?
What? No, you can't bring them over from Mexico anymore.
Why?
Because they're protected over there. There are not that many of them left. And
I
you've never
see.
seen one before.
I have never,
That's why.
ever seen a hairless.
And then I got his sister there. Well, I got his 2
Is she
sisters.
hairless also?
Yeah.
They're
she's
just
like
naturally hairless.
him. Yeah. And the 2 girls just beat him up. And he stays with the pug. So the pug loves him.
No.
But we're a nonprofit rescue. Last year, the woman was on TV, and she admitted they put down over 13,000 dogs
What?
last year.
Are you serious?
She
In
was
California?
Right here in Stockton.
You've got to be
No,
kidding
no,
me.
San Joaquin County. She was on TV.
1,300 dogs. Wait a minute. 1,300 dogs.
No, 13,000 dogs they put down last year. And one day they put down 97 cats. In one day.
Oh,
And that was on TV.
I'm a cat lover.
Well, see, I don't do cats.
Well, I like dogs and cats. I have dogs and cats. And this one right here is really sweet.
Now, she
That's a guard
is,
dog.
A Lhasa Apso and
Oh, there's 4 in there.
oh yeah, that there is a Lhasa Apso
Okay.
purebred, and this one here is a Lhasa Apso mix. And I think she's poodle and Lhasa Apso. I'd have to look at her papers.
Okay. Oh, they get papers too with them.
Well, no, see, adoption papers.
Okay.
And then you get
So every dog is about 150.
all except him.
The pug.
Yes, and I've got 200 in him. If you was to holler like, bring me a cup of coffee, or holler, he'll run to the door and he'll peek around the door because they left him outside, and these are not outside dogs.
These are rescue.
And he was outside.
So there are certain dogs that just cannot be outside.
And all your pug-nosed dogs, they have problems breathing. See how pug his is? Here.
What about
look,
chihuahuas? Can chihuahuas be outside?
Well,
or
they
terriers?
can.
What about terriers?
They can, but as little as they are, if a big hawk comes along, they're lunch.
Okay.
I've seen hawks come down in the yard and take chihuahuas this big. And that's a Chiweenie right there. And
Now the bulldog,
the bulldog, she's just a year old.
and she's beautiful.
Now, see when they get the big teeth here, their body is full grown, but nobody is grown up here until
That's
they're 2.
right, that's
And you
right.
get anything under 2, and they're going to dig and chew and destroy because they're puppies. And there's nothing you can do about it.
And they're all so gentle and kind. And well, thank you for sharing.
Yes,
And is there a website?
kind of like Samantha. Have we got on there yet?
What's the name of the organization?
Rick B Rescue.
Hey,
Okay.
It's Rick and B. Yes, dear.
I just wanted to tell you that today's Saturday,
Yes.
and over at the 99-cent store, they get their fresh fruit and vegetables and their fresh freezer stuff. And it comes in about this time. I don't know if you like to shop there or not, but sometimes if you go there on a Saturday, you can buy, broccoli and stuff.
Well, my husband is the shopper, and listen, he knows all of those.
He knows
places.
all that stuff,
He's
huh?
the cook and he's the shopper. I get to do the dirty dishes.
Oh, the dirty dishes.
All right. Thank you.
Well, thank you, dear, for coming by. And
All right.
get ready to
I'll
get
probably-
your baby.
Look at this little one right there.
She is
She have a name yet?
Snowflake. She weighs 2.5 pounds.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, honey. Thank you
All right.
for coming by.
All right. Pet rescue. How many dogs are you feeding?
So you need donations. You need donations to feed dogs.
Well, see, the law says you can only have 3 pets, 2 cats and a dog or whatever. But now I can have a lot more because I'm a licensed to the state.
Okay.
And that's why I've got a lot more. And in fact, there's a guy that's just going down the street says that there's a woman over there giving away puppies, and I think that's probably where that pregnant female come from. And there was a pregnant female running down the street here, and I run out there I went out there, and she wouldn't stop, so I wasn't going to chase her because I don't want to chase her in the street because that's what'll happen. She'll go out the street and get killed. She's a little Chihuahua. Did you know that your Chihuahuas has been mixed with every breed of dog there is? That's why I like this here. This is a long-haired Chihuahua, and she's a mix. That's a Chiweenie. That's Dachshund Chihuahua. They've been mixed with every breed of dog.
Yeah, they got Chihuahuas that are 40 pounds and tall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing
Hey,
with
it's
us.
funny, go to YouTube and look up Chihuahuas take over small town.
Yeah, I have.
What's it called?
This guy going, yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
They're coming by.
Worms and stuff like that.
This is a bowl, and he got this bowl on Amazon for $12, and basically it slows the dog down from eating the food too fast. Right?
Yeah.
Wow. And that's a puppy, by the way. He's a Great Dane puppy. And they have to eat. Wow, it's amazing.
He eats 3 times a day like this. He gets about 8 to 9 cups a day. He doesn't like water. I've tried to get him in there, and I picked him up and put him in, and he gallops like a horse trying to get out.
Awesome bowl. That's a great idea. And you can get it on Amazon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you said there was a dog food that you found on Amazon that was really great?
They're puzzle toys. The dog food I get is called Origin. It's the best dog food you can get.
That's what you were talking about.
No corn, but they also, so all dog food is cooked to like 450 degrees, which cooks out a lot of the nutrients. They're the only company that have their own steaming facility, and they steam it to 200 degrees. So it retains the most moisture and the most nutrition. And for him, he has to eat a special large breed because it has less calcium and phosphorus, so that his bones and joints are good when he grows.
I think that's just one of the neatest thing invented. You guys just had to share it with you guys. All right.
Kind of wish I'd have thought of it.
I know. Thank you.
Career, that the first thing she needs to do is plan. Really know what it is you want to do with IT, because there's so many different aspects of IT. There's not just one. I get asked a lot, what do you do, or how do I get into what you do? I worked for a small company, the Mary Englebright Company, and there was an IT person who was a woman, and for some reason what she did seemed interesting to me. I didn't even know what it was called, but it seemed like something that wasn't very common for women, because I'd never seen a woman doing this type of work. And actually, she brought me in to work up under her as an assistant before I started taking the classes. So I started working as her assistant, learning a little bit under her. And I just thought she was the most awesome woman in the world. She just seemed so powerful to me, and I wanted to feel that. When I first moved into the IT field and began taking classes, it was actually just myself and my daughter. I was a single mother. As a woman in technology, I had to give more of my time. So that really took away from the time I had with her. But my daughter has a really good work ethic because she's seen me as her mom push hard and do whatever it took to move up that corporate ladder. And the older she got, she understood that I had to do it. And when I got married and had another child, the same thing. My husband was very supportive, and he understood that it was what I needed to do, especially to prove myself as a woman in technology. I started out doing the minimal things, installing applications, small things like that. And from there, I moved on to providing help desk support. One of the most interesting aspects of my job would be troubleshooting. For example, with servers. If we have a problem with servers, I get to actually dig deep and learn all of the different aspects of that specific server. But the good thing about troubleshooting is you learn something new that you never knew before. And in the end, once you've figured out that problem, it really just gives you a certain level of confidence, being able to say, wow, I fixed it. I figured it out. We all go into things afraid. There's never a time when we're not afraid. But the only way we're able to overcome those fears is to actually just push ourselves, get out there and do it. And what I found is those things that I was afraid of, when I really applied myself and pushed myself, all of a sudden they weren't fears anymore. They were accomplishments. And I would say that that's definitely one of the things that got me to where I am, is being able to overcome those fears. But you have to push yourself, and you can't allow those fears to control you, because if you do, then you'll never make it. You'll never be successful. And that's in anything, not just in this career, but anything in life. You have to push yourself and work past those fears. In the end, when I sit back and I see what I've accomplished, when I see how I'm able to support my family, it makes it all worth it. I got my start at St. Louis Community College, and so can you.
To our rice, we melted 3 tablespoons of butter and added 2 cups of rice. And we're going to stir the rice into the butter, and we're going to coat each grain of rice with a little bit of butter. Some people call it ghee in India, but we call it butter. A quarter cup of white onion, quarter cup of red onion, 1 celery stalk. I'm going to add a few cups of water. And I added 2 tablespoons of salt. I have mixed in about a pound of peas and carrots and 1 chicken bouillon cube with a half a cup of water. And I've added this to my rice, and I'm going to let it simmer on a very low heat, because a long grain rice takes a little bit longer to cook. And it smells wonderful. This is 5 pounds of potatoes. I boiled them overnight, allowed them to cool, remove the skins, and now I'm going to chop them. I'm going to add 1 cup of mayonnaise. I'm going to add a half of cup of sweet pickle relish. The flavor that I like to achieve, I use Best Foods mayonnaise. And you cannot get the same flavor from Miracle, even though I do like Miracle. You can't get the same flavor. And I like to use the Del Monte sweet pickle relish. It's very easy on the palate. It's not too sweet, not too sour, not too much vinegar, and I like to use Best Foods real mayonnaise. I'm using a recipe that was given to me when I was 11 years old by my grand aunt in Bakersfield, Mrs. Maynard. And she taught me this recipe when I was 11 years old. What I do is I add my mayonnaise, my mustard, and my red onions and white onions, and my seasoning. I'm going to cream them together. But the secret is to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. And what the sugar does is it balances out the flavors. We're going to mix this up. I added something my aunt did not have back in the 70s, and that was a teaspoon of sriracha. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of our paprika on top, and return it to the refrigerator, and we'll be ready to enjoy it soon.